Did you pay all your bills? Did you transfer money to savings? Wait, did rent already go through? This is hard reality. Your brain has to remember 17 passwords, 42 subscriptions, and where you left your phone 5 minutes ago. And that's the real problem. Money management requires discipline, but discipline runs out faster than free pizza at an office meeting. So here's the good news. Today, I'm going to show you how to automate your entire financial life in about 10 minutes. No daily budgeting, no constant decision-making, just a system that quietly moves your money exactly where it should go. Bills paid automatically, savings growing automatically, investments happening automatically. And by the end of this video, your money will basically run itself. But first, you need to understand why manual money management fails almost everyone.
Let's talk about something called decision fatigue. Your brain makes thousands of decisions every day. What to eat, what to wear, what emails to ignore. And unfortunately, money adds even more decisions. Did I pay that bill? Should I move money to savings? Can I afford this dinner? Should I wait until next payday? At first, you try to stay disciplined, but eventually your brain says, let's deal with this later. And later is where late fees live. Now, here's the tension. If manual money management is so exhausting, why do most people still do it? Because automation sounds complicated, but it's actually simpler than budgeting. In fact, automating your money only requires 4 simple rules. Once you set them up, your financial life runs on autopilot. But the first rule might surprise you. It starts the moment your paycheck arrives.
Most people make a huge mistake on payday. They let their entire paycheck land in one account, which means when they check their balance, their brain sees one big number, and big numbers make us feel rich, even when most of that money already has jobs. Rent, insurance, groceries, savings, investments. But your brain doesn't see categories. It sees available. So the solution is simple. Your paycheck should automatically split into 5 accounts: bills, spending, emergency savings, investments, fun. For example, 55% to bills, 22% to spending, 12% to emergency fund, 8 to 10% to investments, 5% to fun. The moment your paycheck arrives, money automatically moves into each bucket. You never see one giant pile of cash, which removes the temptation to spend it. Now, here's the tension. Your money is separated, but something still causes financial stress. Bills arriving randomly throughout the month. Let's fix that next. Bills are like that friend who never texts first, but somehow always shows up when money is involved. Electric bill on the 3rd, phone bill on the 11th, insurance on the 18th, streaming subscriptions quietly attacking your bank account at midnight. And every time a bill appears, your brain has to think, did I already pay this? Do I have enough money? Should I wait until next payday? That constant thinking creates stress. So here's the fix. Every bill becomes automatic. Utilities, phone, internet, insurance, credit cards, subscriptions, everything. Your bills account becomes autopilot headquarters. Money flows in from your paycheck, bills flow out automatically. You never think about them again. But here's a small trick most people miss. Your bills account should hold 1 extra month of expenses as a buffer. Why? Because banks sometimes delay transfers. Bills sometimes arrive early. Life sometimes gets weird. That buffer protects the system. And once bills are automated, you eliminate about 70% of money stress instantly. But we still haven't automated the most powerful part of your financial life: saving and investing. Here's the biggest lie people tell themselves about saving. I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month. And at the end of the month, nothing is left. Why? Because spending expands to fill whatever money is available. So the solution is simple. Instead of saving last, you save first. The moment your paycheck arrives, money automatically transfers to your emergency fund. Money automatically transfers to your investment account. You never touch it. You never think about it. You never accidentally spend it on tacos. And here's the magic. Your investments start growing consistently. Consistency is what creates compound growth, which means your money slowly starts doing something incredible. It starts making more money while you sleep, while you work, while you binge-watch documentaries about productivity instead of actually being productive. But there's one final area where automation can fail, and it's the place where most people destroy their financial system: spending. Automation doesn't mean unlimited spending. It means controlled spending. Your spending account should receive money in small, automatic deposits. For example, every Friday, $200. That's your weekly lifestyle money: groceries, restaurants, gas, entertainment. And here's the rule: when that account hits zero, spending stops. No transfers, no borrowing from savings, no late-night negotiations with yourself at Target, because the system already decided. This removes daily financial stress. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" you ask, "Is there money in my spending account?" If yes, enjoy. If no, wait. Simple. But here's the deeper tension. Even perfect financial systems can fail. Not because the math is wrong, but because human psychology gets involved. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Money systems rarely fail because of technology. They fail because of behavior. People move money from savings. They dip into emergency funds. They convince themselves, just this once. But just once becomes every month. So the final rule of automation is simple. Every account has a job. Bills pay bills. Spending funds lifestyle. Emergency money handles disasters. Investments build wealth. Fun money keeps life enjoyable. When you respect those roles, your financial life becomes incredibly calm. Bills are handled. Savings grows quietly. Investments compound in the background. And money stops being something you constantly worry about. But here's the final tension. Even people who understand all of this still sabotage their own financial future. Not because they're stupid, not because they lack knowledge, but because money decisions are driven by psychology. Why do smart people with good salaries stay broke? Why do emotions override logic when it comes to money? That's exactly what we're exploring in the next video. The psychology of money. Why smart people stay poor. Because once you automate your system, the only thing left to master is your own behavior. So subscribe if you want your money working quietly in the background instead of disappearing every month. And I'll see you in the next video.